Right. Someone is asking the doubt.
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
You just said apart from admin, process admin can see um, whatever the sessions running, right?
Correct. Correct.
That means does process admin need a separate uh, permission to differentiate between the other users, you mean?
No, 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 no. See, process admin itself a kind of permission. The role
Yes, that means,
process admin is having a permission. He can see other sessions. He can kill other sessions. Okay.
but all the
So
users doesn't have that permission,
no,
right?
no. All the users don't think these permissions will be there for all the users. Depends upon their responsibility. Sometimes we'll add them into DB creator, but we don't use it DB creator and all. We don't use this process admin and all. But you should know if someone comes to you and give me the process admin role. If you don't know the meaning of process admin, then it's difficult, right? Sometimes you might get the opportunity. So you should know what process admin will do. Usually depends upon their responsibilities only will give the permissions to them.
Okay.
What kind of
Okay, got
duties
it.
they are performing by the nature of their duties only will give the permissions or will add them into any of the server roles.
Okay, okay, got it.
Any other questions, guys? And if you see here, Weibo doesn't have permissions, right, to see other sessions. Now let's add Weibo to the process admin role. Now you can see Weibo can execute the same query. Weibo double click and server roles. See guys, while practicing, don't give multiple permissions at a time, okay? While practicing, you can see one login can have multiple, can be a member of multiple roles. That's okay, agreed. But while practicing, you will get a clarity, right? You should get a clarity that which role is applying and all. So before giving permissions, whatever other roles you are practicing DB creator, give only DB creator and click OK. While practicing, I'm saying. In the organization you might have permissions like this, it's not wrong, okay, but while practicing don't give like this. Why? Because you don't know whether bulk admin is working or DB creator is working. Okay, so just give that particular role, just select that role, and by default this public will be selected, guys. You cannot unselect it. This is a default. Any login, remember, this is an important interview question. Any login by default a member of which server role? Which server role?
Public.
Public server role. Any login, if you create any new login, you just check it now also. Create a new login, automatically he will become a member of public server role. It's by default he will get. Okay, so you cannot uncheck it. You cannot uncheck it. Okay, that's okay. Let me uncheck this one. Okay, now I'm just simply clicking OK. Now that Weibo is a member of process admin. Please mute it if you don't have questions. Right, now he is a member of process admin. Earlier he got only one record, right? He can see only his session. Now if you execute in the Weibo session, now if you execute the same query, he can see all other sessions. If he wants to kill other sessions, he can kill other sessions also. As per the role, he will get two permissions. One is he can add other members to the role. Second one is he can kill other sessions also. He want to kill some 56. Here, this is the session. Now he will simply execute kill 56 and session will be killed. Earlier, if he is not a member of this particular role, okay, he cannot kill it. Okay, so if you want to try again, let me uncheck this role, server roles. I'm just unchecking this role. Now he is not a member of process admin. First of all, he cannot see other processes to kill, or some randomly he is trying to kill some sessions. He want to kill some 58. He don't know whether 58 is existing or not. He just want to kill some random sessions. Okay, he cannot kill. Okay, you are getting different error. There is no 58 processes. Okay, let's go and check some other 59 process. Let's see whether it is there or not. We have to get a separate error. This is also, let's try to kill 54. We have 54 session, right? See here, user doesn't have permission to use the kill state. If I added this Weibo into the process admin role, then is able to kill the 54 session. Immediately it will be applied, guys. Immediately it will be applied. The processes will be the roles, the permissions will be applied immediately. Okay, but sometimes the organizations they will immediately try and they will try without refreshing, and also just ask them to refresh and try again so that it will work immediately. Okay, this is what a process admin do. Is it clear, everyone? Process admin. Is it clear, guys?
Apart from killing, we can stop or resume the process.
No, that's not possible. We cannot. It's not a kind of a pause button and all is not there. Okay, he cannot pause or he cannot resume the processes. Either he has to kill the session. That is the only way he has.
But 54 that session is killed, but it is active in the.
It is it's not active actually. It will be there. You cannot see. If we kill the session means that doesn't mean the session will be closed automatically. No, session will be there, but it won't be an active session. Okay, it won't be an active session. If I want to run this query again, okay, again new session will be just see here 54 is changed to 60 now. Okay, and the sessions will come randomly. Some random numbers will come. You cannot expect 54, 55, 56. Sometimes it will come in a serial order. Sometimes you can see a random sessions and all. Okay.
But that means it will kill the queries, no, sir?
The whole session, whatever queries is running under that session, it will kill everything. Right. So I have a quick question for all of you. Now we have two users. One is Weibo, is a member of process admin. Second one is Anil, is a member of sysadmin. Anil is a member of sysadmin. Weibo is a member of, listen carefully. Anil is a member of sysadmin. Weibo is a member of process admin. Can a process admin kill sysadmin's session or not? Can a process admin kills sysadmin session or not? Means in our case, Weibo is a process admin, Anil is a sysadmin. Anil opened one session, Weibo opened another session, and Weibo is trying to kill Anil's session. Anil is a sysadmin. Okay?
Yes.
Sysadmin,
Yes,
better
sir.
than process admin. Okay, he's more than a process admin. Sysadmin is a more than a process admin. So can a process admin kill the sysadmin session or not?
Yes,
sir.
he can.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes.
Because the process admin is a separate permission. That's why.
Okay. So this is the assignment for tomorrow. Please check and let me know. Okay. Do one thing. Create two logins. Add one. Guys, while practicing again, this is very important. Keep one login safe. Don't practice on the sysadmin, regular sysadmin. If that sysadmin permissions are gone, it's very difficult to crack it. Okay. So keep one login active, one sysadmin active session. I mean like active login. Okay. Try with other two logins. You can keep one more login sysadmin, one more login with a process admin and all. Whatever you are doing, don't do it on your regular login, guys. If your permissions are gone, it's very difficult to crack and to connect to the SQL server again. Okay. Please don't practice on your regular login. Try creating different logins and add them into sysadmin role, process admin role, and you can practice. Okay, practice for tomorrow. Check it for tomorrow, and please let me know tomorrow morning. I'll ask you the same question. Okay, can a process admin kill the sysadmin sessions or not? Okay, this is the question. You can write down somewhere, and tomorrow I'll ask you everyone. Right. Next, after sysadmin, after process admin, what other role we have? Public, of course. If you ask me, sir, what are the permissions are there for public? Actually, public doesn't have any permissions, guys. That is the magic of public role. I'm sorry, Control Z, Alt X. Okay. Public is not a fixed server role, means public doesn't have any permissions. Why we'll call it as a fixed role? I'll ask you one question. DB creator will have some permissions, right? Process admin will have some permissions, right? Process admin, what permissions he will have? Kill, right? You can easily remember kill permissions. If I don't like process admin, can I remove kill permission from that server role, or can I add extra permissions to that server role? Can I alter the permissions of a role?
No, sir. It is by default. Okay.
So the answer is you cannot alter the permissions. If you don't like the permissions, you cannot remove the permissions. If you don't like, if you want extra permissions, you cannot add extra permissions to process admin. Those permissions are fixed. Process admin means kill permissions will be there. You cannot take the kill permissions from process admin, or you cannot add some DB creator permissions to the process admin. That is fixed. Like it, don't like it, don't use it. Okay, but the permissions are fixed. That's why we'll call it as a fixed server roles. Okay, fixed server roles and customized server roles. Okay, fixed server roles and customized server roles, right? So all these are fixed server roles. You cannot alter the permissions. You can simply add any logins to this role, but you cannot alter the permissions of these roles. Okay, so public is not a fixed server role, so that means there are no permissions for public role and all. It's a default role. Okay, let's go with a what is that, security admin. Okay, security admin is also one more important role, guys. Security admin mainly deals with the security. Security means what and all things will come into the picture, guys. Security means generally security means what things will come into the picture.
Login, server roles,
Very good. Login, server roles.
credential, audits.
Okay, fine. Audits and all, a very big word. Okay, don't use that word now as of now. Okay, see, security means mainly permissions, logins, right? So in the same way, a lot of permissions will be there. Forget about all these permissions. A member of security admin, simply he can see all other logins. He can create new logins. He can delete the existing logins. He can change the passwords of other logins. All these things can be done by the security admin, guys. Okay, main permissions, right? He can create the logins, he can delete the logins, he can alter the logins, he can what we can say, he can rename the passwords, he can change the passwords of the logins, he can rename the logins. So all these things can be done by the security admin. So earlier, as Weibo is not a member of either sysadmin or security admin, so Weibo cannot see other logins, guys. If you see here, Weibo cannot see other logins. But if I gave access to Weibo on any other logins, okay, just a minute, guys, just a minute. Hello? Hello? Right, okay. Fine. So now Weibo is not a member of that particular role, right? He's not a sysadmin or he's not a security admin, so he cannot see other logins. Let's add Weibo to the, I'm unchecking process admin, okay? I'm just adding him into the security admin. Now he's a security admin, guys. Okay, refresh it. Refresh it. Okay, now security, now logins. Now see, Weibo can see all other logins, right? Earlier Weibo doesn't have permissions to see other logins. Now Weibo can see other logins. That doesn't mean sir Weibo can do anything on these logins. Okay, no, depends upon his permissions again. As of now, as per the security admin, he can see other logins. Of course, as he is a security admin, as per the security admin permissions, Weibo can create new logins. Okay, Weibo can delete the new logins or existing logins also. Let's go with Samir. Okay, Samir, click OK. So now actually Weibo is creating password validation. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so as it is SQL authentication, I'm giving 123 password just for testing purpose. I'm giving 123 password. As I'm giving very weak password, I have to uncheck it. But again, this is only for practice. 123 every time I cannot give big password, right? So that's why I'm giving minimum 3. You have to give 3 characters. You have to give. So I'm giving 123. As it's a weak password, you have to uncheck this. And if you click OK, now Weibo is able to create Samir login. The same way Weibo can delete the Samir login also. Click OK. That's it. He is able to create the new login. He can delete the existing logins and all. This is how you can add, or this security admin will work. And you can add any login into that particular security admin role. So I told you, right? I'll tell you the role. What is that command? I'll tell you that command. To add any login into the any role, I'll tell you the command. Right. I have one more question for all of you. Now Weibo is a security admin. Okay. Imagine again the same question. Weibo is a security admin. Anil is a sysadmin. As Weibo is a security admin, Weibo can delete all the logins. Now, Weibo can delete a sysadmin login or not? Again, the question is, Weibo is a security admin, Anil is a sysadmin. Can Weibo delete Anil? Can a security admin delete a sysadmin login?
Yes, as per
Yes.
permission, yes, you can.
Right. This is also one more assignment for tomorrow. Okay, please check it and let me know. Okay. Right. I'm getting some mixed answers, yes, no, and all. Okay, this inky, pinky, ponky. So just try tomorrow, create the logins. Okay, and try just add one login to the security admin, add one login to sysadmin. Try to kill, try to delete the sysadmin login. Okay, and let me know the answer by tomorrow. 2 questions as of now. What is that? Can a process admin kill the sysadmin session or not? First question. Can a security admin kill the sysadmin login or not? Kill means delete. Can a security admin delete the sysadmin login or not? This is the second question. Right. So after the security admin, what role we have? Right. Server admin, setup admin, we don't use these roles, but server admin is having one important permission, that is shut down the SQL server. I hope you know how to shut down the SQL server, right? Not Windows server. SQL server. How can we stop the SQL server? Shutdown means stop. How can we stop the
Right.
SQL server?
Right click on server.
We have many ways we can stop from here, or any other ways.
Query, sir.
Query, what query?
Shutdown query.
Okay. Any other ways? Do we have any other ways other than these 2 ways?
Configuration manager.
Very good.
From
Next.
services, we can stop.
Services from
Services
services.msc. Right. You can stop any service from services.msc. Right. These are the 4 different ways to stop the SQL Server services. Okay. And we have a query also. Right. Then it is going to jumbling order. Okay. Right. And you can select the service. You can stop the service. Okay. This is how you can stop the services. Right. So the server admin is having one different or one important permission, that is shut down the SQL server, guys. You have to be very careful with this server admin. Before adding into this role, please make sure you know what server admin will do. Okay, he can shut down. There is a query also to shut down the SQL server. Shut down. Okay, you can simply type just shut down and you can select it and you can execute. SQL server will be shut down, guys. Okay, this is the query. And can anyone tell me the query to start the SQL server? To stop the SQL server shutdown, right? To start the SQL server, what query is there? Start. Try, guys. What query is there to start the SQL server? Just try it.
Sir, power on.
Power on. Okay.
No queries, sir. It is already shut down, so we cannot execute any queries.
Okay. Good. Right. So it is, as it is executing, you can run the query so that it will shut down. If it is shut down, how you can write the queries, where you can write the queries, where you can execute the queries. Database engine itself is shut down, right? There is no such query to start the SQL server. Okay, only to stop we have a query, right? Fine. So this is all about your server admin. Next, setup admin will help you to set up the linked servers and all. So linked servers, usually we don't give permissions to others to create linked servers. Usually DBS only create linked servers. Linked servers will help you. It's a small kind of a plugin. It will help you to link between two different database softwares, either Excel sheet to SQL server. You can, I mean, sorry, either one RDBMS database software to another RDBMS database, means SQL server to Oracle, Oracle to SQL server, MySQL to SQL server, NoSQL to SQL, like that. You can link the two different database softwares using these linked servers. Usually in the organizations, mostly will create a linked servers between Oracle and SQL server. So creating linked server is very simple, guys. Right click, create the linked servers. Here you can see under server objects, you can see linked servers. You have to simply give, okay, a source name, destination of the linked server, whether it is a SQL server or other database softwares like Oracle and all. You have to choose any other database softwares. It will ask you the password. You have to simply give the password, and in this way we can create link between two different RDBMS softwares. Okay, either sysadmin can create a linked server, or a member of setup admin can create a linked server, guys. Okay, so this is what a setup admin can do. And finally we have a sysadmin. I hope you know what permissions are there for sysadmin. Okay, no need to discuss all the permissions. Whatever permissions we discussed till now, all these roles will have some permissions, right? All the permissions, okay, you can see under sysadmin, guys. You can see here almost all 121 permissions are there. See here, 121 rows means 121 permissions are there. Whatever we discussed, sysadmin can do anything in the whole SQL server level. He can do, he can create the databases, drop the databases, create the logins, drop the logins, reset the passwords of the logins. You can kill the processes. You can create the linked servers. You can restore the databases. You can create new databases and all. You can do bulk inserts. Whatever we discussed till now, all the permissions, yeah, process admin, sorry, sysadmin will have. So sysadmin means you should have extra approvals. If anyone is asking, hey, I need sysadmin permissions, you cannot give. Please make sure, okay, there is a proper approval email is there or not. Ask him to get an approval. Ask him to attach that approval in the ticket. Once you found the activities approved by their managers, then you can simply select that login. If Weibo wants to become a sysadmin login, simply double click on the Weibo, go to server roles, we'll give sysadmin. That's it. Sysadmin. And let me uncheck this one. Okay, first what I'll do, first I'll uncheck this one, guys. Okay, what I'll do, I'll click OK. You can do both at a time. It will be unchecked and checked, but I want to generate a query. That's why I'm just unchecking. Or else let me cancel it. Let me double click on it. I'll go to server roles. I'll first uncheck this security admin. I'll click OK. Now I want to add that login to the server sysadmin, right? Again double click on it, server roles, select this sysadmin. Now instead of clicking OK, I told you, right, I'll show you that query. Click on this script. It will generate a script. Alter. What you want to alter? I want to alter the server role. Which server role? I want to alter the sysadmin server role. What you are altering? Okay, I want to add. Whom you are going to add? I want to add one member. Who is that? I want to add Weibo. Okay, so this is the query you have to run. I told you, right, if Basha can't see other logins, how you can kill the you can delete the other logins. Agree? Right? So this is the query we have to use. Okay, simply to give permissions to other logins. If you want to add any other persons to any role, this is the query you have to run. If it is a sysadmin, you have to run sysadmin. If you want to add any person to the process admin, tell me, guys, what is the query? What is the query?
Process
to add?
admin.
Tell me the full query.
In the square brackets, process admin.
Tell me the full query.
alter server role,
Hmm.
process admin add member, and person name.
Login name. Okay.
Login.
So this is how we'll add any login to the particular role. Okay, server role. Whether it is maybe a sysadmin or security admin or process admin, anything. So this is the query, guys. Fine. Any questions in this fixed server roles?
Sir, for if we create linked server means can we copy the databases from Oracle server MS equal to
Not
server to
copy,
Oracle?
not copy. You can run the queries. Okay. Oracle guy can he can pull the data from Oracle. Okay. In the back end, it will pull the data from SQL server. He can run the queries. Like any
Do we
other
take
questions?
backup, sir?
No. Backups and all not possible.
Just for running query.
Correct. Just to pull the data. Any questions, guys? Right. So as discussed, these server roles are fixed server roles, right? Fixed server roles means you cannot change the permissions. And what if I want some collection of permissions? I see, if I add any login to this bulk admin, he will get only bulk insert. If I add any login to the DB creator, he will get DB creator permissions and all. If I add any login to the process admin, he will get kill permissions. No, I don't want you to add you into the sysadmin role. At the same time, I want some collection of permissions, guys. I want some bulk insert permissions. I want DB creator permissions. I want kill permission. So I want to create one separate role that contains multiple permissions. Okay. I want a separate role which will help us to create a separate role with our own permissions, not like a specific permissions. If the fixed server roles, the permissions are fixed, but to my role, I want to create a new server role, which contains mixed of permissions, different permissions it should contain. So for that, what I have to do, guys, I have to create a customized server role. Okay, customize means customization. Customized server role. You know, right? What is the meaning of customization? You can customize your own, like if you are designing the class and all, you can customize the measurements and all. That is called customization, right? So in my case, what is the customization? I want to create a role by collecting different permissions, guys. Means my role will have different permissions. It should have some DB creator. It should have kill permissions. It should have, so like that. Okay, in the fixed server roles, if you want these permissions, you have to add the same login to the multiple roles. But the thing is, apart from kill, he will also get extra permissions if I added him into the existing roles. But I don't want extra permissions. I want a specific permissions. I want to group together all the permissions. I want to group together. Whatever permissions are there, I want to group together. I want to create a separate role. That role is called customized server. This feature has been introduced from SQL Server 2012, guys. Before 2012, this feature is not there. If anyone comes to you and they are asking, hey, can you please create a customized server role? Then you have to ask, the first question is which version it is. If it is 2012 or more than 2012, you can do that. If it is less than 2012, you cannot do that. There is no such feature, right? So creating server role is very easy, guys. Right click, new server role. Okay, select new server role. Server role means you have to provide different permissions, right? So you can give the server role. Okay, so batch 44, I'm just giving the name. Usually in the organizations developers will let you know the name, what name they want. They will let you know. Based on the name, you can give the name and all. Batch 44 custom server role, I'm just giving custom SRB role, right? Owner always SC, you can mention SC. So here on server level, what permissions you want, then you can select like this. Okay, you can maximize this window. You can see all the permissions. See here, listen carefully. You have to know the difference between grant and deny, guys. Okay, can anyone tell me? Can anyone help me to understand this detail and all this? Grant with grant. deny.
Grant
Grant.
is permission is given. Deny
Right.
means permission not given.
Very good.
But with grant, I don't know. Sir.
Grant means add member like that.
Correct. Add member like that. Okay. Grant means giving the permissions. That is the command way. You gave the permission, right? That is a GUI way. Granting means giving the permissions. You have to mention command, grant permissions. Grant means giving the permission. What kind of permissions you will give, that's your wish. But you have to use keyword grant. Grant means giving the permissions. With grant means add member to the role. If I added you to the process admin, you will get one more permission called you also can add other member to the particular role. Or for example, if I gave you select permission, if I grant select permission, you can utilize the same select permission you can utilize. If I with grant select permission, you can utilize the select permission. The same select permission you can give to others also. As discussed, if you have 100 rupees, you can give that 100 rupees to someone. That other person, for example, if I give 100 rupees, if I give 100 rupees to you, you can give the same 100 rupees to others. With the grant means giving permissions to others. Okay, with the grant you can, permission is different, but with the grant is different. With the grant select means you can utilize the select permission and you can also give same select permissions to others. Is it clear with the grant? Like add member concept. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? Is
Can you
it clear?
please repeat that?
See,
Repeat, sir.
grant means giving the permissions. Grant, select, grant, insert, whatever it might be. Permission might be anything. Select means select query. Insert means insert query. Delete means delete query. Drop means drop query. If I give grant select to, okay, for example, Suresh. Grant select to Suresh means Suresh will get select permission. With the grant select to Suresh means Suresh will get with the grant select permission means Suresh can enjoy the select permission. Suresh can give same select permission to others also. Okay, with the grant. Same like this is like 100 rupees. If I give 100 rupees to Suresh, Suresh can use or Suresh can give same 100 rupees to another person. The same way with the grant means you can utilize and you can give same permissions to others. Is it clear now?
Yes, understood.
Deny means denying the permissions. Denying the permissions. Deny means denying the permissions. Deny is very important, guys. In security, deny is very important. See, if I have access, I can access the table, right? Why I should mention deny? If I don't give access, you cannot access the table, right? If I give access on the table, you can access the table. If I don't give, you cannot access the table. Then what is the use of the deny? Deny means denying, simply denying what permission it is, whether it is a deny select or deny update or deny insert or deny delete or deny drop or deny some other thing. Okay, deny means simply you are rejecting the permissions. Why you have to reject? If you don't give, he cannot utilize, right? Why you have to reject?
Somebody else wants to give that permission, so it will deny at that moment.
Okay, so
For safety purpose.
right, okay, so correct. For example, by mistake I gave select permission to Basha. Basha is not a eligible person to read the salary. Okay, salary table. He is not. Only HRs can see the salary table, but by mistake someone gave select permission to Basha on salary table. Okay, now Basha can see salary, right? Salaries of other people and all. Hey, why you are not giving that much salary to me? We both are having same experience, same level, same duties we are doing. And if you argue with HR, then it's a very big headache. Okay, so in this case, I strongly decided I don't want to, no one can access my salary tables. So especially Basha cannot access the salary table. So I'll give deny permission to Basha. In case if someone gave select permission to Basha on salary table, by mistake if someone gave select permission, as deny permission is already there to Basha on salary table, Basha can never see the salary table. Okay, if I don't give the access, of course Basha cannot access, but there is a chance that someone can give the permissions by mistake. So I strongly decided no one can access these tables. In that case, I gave deny permissions to those logins. So in case if someone gave select permissions, on the same login you will have select and deny select. So as you have deny permissions are there, deny is the highest priority permissions in the SQL server after sysadmin. After sysadmin, deny will have second highest permissions. First sysadmin will have a lot of powers. After sysadmin, deny is the most powerful permission. Second position is deny. Okay, so as deny applied on Basha, okay, even though Basha is having select permissions on the table, okay, Basha cannot read the table. Is it clear or not? Is it clear, guys? Or you want me to explain again?
So that means only sysadmin, if he is sysadmin, then he can see.
He can see. If he is sysadmin, then he can see. Sir, you don't ask, sir. I am the sysadmin, right? I am a DBA. Can I see others salaries and all? Don't ask like that. Okay, there will be a data masking and all. No, other persons cannot see the salaries. Okay, of course, at the end of the day, all the data will be stored in the table only. But even though you are a sysadmin, can I see the salaries of others and all? Don't know in which table they will store the salaries and all, and they will add extra masking and also you cannot see the data. Okay, right? Yes, you're asking some questions. Is it clear, guys? Means I strongly decided that this person can never use this permission in his lifetime. Then I'll give deny permission. Until deny is there, even though if someone gave permissions by default, until deny is there, he cannot access that particular table. He cannot read or write or anything he cannot do. Once you remove the deny, then he can, if he has permissions, he can do that. Is it clear, guys? Grant, deny. I hope it's clear. Not sure. Okay. Do one thing. What I'm going to do now, I'll give you the break. Okay. I'll give you the break of 10 minutes. Yes, yes. Thank you, Basha. I'll give you the break of 10 minutes. Please come back at 8:30. Okay. And we'll discuss. Of course, it is going to be disconnected. Okay, no problem. Just please come back at 8:30. We'll discuss other things.